Hello, everybody, and welcome to our ninth episode of She Leads initiative. It's a second take because yesterday some technical issue happened on LinkedIn, and I really hope that now everything goes right. And honestly, do tell me. I will check the comments if everything goes right. So we just move on. So yeah, and I will be checking it from time to time in here. And today, the guest actually is absolutely fantastic person. I've known her for some time already. We've met with her at our Prague event at the Data Management Think Lab. It's Valentina Niklasson. She's a data governance manager at the Volvo Penta. And I would really happy to welcome her on the stage. So let's welcome her. Hello, Valentina.
Hi, Natalia.
Hi.
Thank you for having me here.
It's a pleasure for me. I really hope we are live. I mean, I do have no notifications here if something goes wrong, but I do not see any comments. So let's just wait until somebody is going to write to us that everything is okay. So, but it's like, yeah, so it would be really good. So whoever is watching us, please do let me know that you can hear us, you can see us, because it definitely makes sense for us to continue only if you hear us, right, Valentina?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a first comment here from Sabina. Hello, everybody from Uzbekistan. So I suppose everything goes right. So Sabina, thank you for the comment, and also let me know how's the weather. Like, I would really appreciate whoever is watching it again. Like, let us know where you're coming from, so we understand who is joining. And yeah, so also what's the weather like? Yesterday when we were supposed to go live, it was absolutely devastating, snowing in Prague. But today, no snow.
Yeah.
Everything is back to like a spring. I have a feeling that this week is like spring is and winter is fighting back to each other, you know. So Ole Pettersson is here, is absolutely fantastic. Ole is our amazing person who was with us, like, I don't know, Ole, you help me. How many years you've been with ThinkLinkers? It's been some time. And honestly, we will be really happy to have you also at April edition. Did you meet Ole, Valentina, or?
No, I haven't met
No?
Ola.
Yeah, because sometimes he comes
Nice.
like maybe once a year, like not maybe every edition. You
Yeah.
know, we have a spring and autumn edition, but yeah, so he's definitely one of like top top people that have been
Yeah.
in with us. And actually, Ole, I think I've known him even before, but at the data management marathon that we will get there, right? And you will be speaking at it in June. He was, and from a first edition, he really loves the data marathon. And then it was a non-stop around the clock, around the world. He was the one who was constantly there, didn't sleep, I remember. So, yes.
Wow.
And he says that the Denmark sunshine
Yeah.
is snow. How's it in
The
your
same
place?
here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
the same.
sunshine, but it's a little bit cold. This morning it was minus 15 also, but now it's a little bit better. So
Fantastic. So, yeah, so many years he confirms,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, so whoever is watching it, I would like to also see more comments from you, where you're coming from, because it's really interesting who is joining this session. The topic of interview today, the AI and the future of data. So it's really interesting, of course, like that we are living right now in these days that AI is everywhere, right? But we will get there. I think we will ask Valentina what she thinks about it. We'll talk about the sneak peek of her speech in the June session. And I would like to start maybe the interview with, so maybe if you can share, Valentina, like how did you start the data career? Like, where is it coming from? You know, like, why would you choose this data path?
Yeah. That is a good question because I think the data chose me. That is how it
Yes.
started. I've been working in SKF and I've been working in Volvo Penta for a long time. Of course, not in the same position, but a lot of different positions. My start was actually with not data quality, that is now, product quality.
Product quality.
And how we built that up 25 years ago, it was a little bit what we are doing now. It was a transformation to make everybody work with it. And I'm in the bottom of my competence. I'm a machine engineer, and hard product was really my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And how did I ended up in the data area, well, I was sitting, we have been working, we have a long experience with the data governance at Volvo Penta, and I have been working as a project PMO, project manager for operations for our first driveline, electrical driveline. And of course, that is something new. It's not like a new animal in the zoo. You need to take care of, where do I put this animal? How does this animal eat, feed, everything around it? And that was what was happening. We were doing that in an information architecture sessions. So there I started being interested in how everything, we were building up a new structure. And after a while, I was asked, what do you think? It was the person that had this position was going to go home. Corona hit, so she waited a while. And I said, no, okay, it's really interesting. I like this, but it's not for me. That was actually how it started. Then the more I get to know what information architecture, business information, how we work from business models into the, I get more and more interested. That is how everything started, because I got the assignment when I applied, finally on the last day for application for this role. I applied and they just was waiting, because I had the business knowledge, I had everything around, but I was a novice 5 years ago in the data area. So that is my career, is only 5 years within this area. But it's not so much about the knowledge about data, because if you have all the other knowledge, how we work in the company with introducing new things, with product quality, it was helping us to start this journey.
Thank you so much for the intro. It's very interesting, and you've been 30 years in the automotive industry. This is interesting. Like, let us first maybe welcome also some people as well that are coming here. So there's Jane Blackman. Actually, she was in our data marathon as well, and you see, she's from UK, and apparently she says that she also started from the finance. Like a long time ago as well. So we have also here. You know what I mean? Honestly, what is going on? I think I cannot. It's like, sorry, guys, but I do need that in order to read it well. From Poland. Yes. So we also, whoever is joining, meanwhile, also write us where you're coming from, and also don't forget do ask questions, because yes, we have prepared the questions for Valentina, but at the same time, we would like to know what you want to hear as well, right? So. Yeah, when it comes to a bit of your career, and everything, probably there was a lot of challenges that you faced in the data projects, right? So maybe you can share with me in your earlier career, like then you just started to work. What was the main kind of challenge that you faced? Can you share with us?
Yeah, starting working with data everything was new for me, for that part, the technical, the IT part of it, but it was really, really technical. But for me, I'm a very authentic person. For me, the people is the most important. And I had to ask, what are we transforming? Is it people that needs to transform, or what is it? What are we aiming for? And I think that was a little bit different, because Digital 90 as an organization is common everywhere. I think more or less they are more technical system and that part, but for me it was building the capability with information and people and processes to work with. That was a little bit challenging to get through that technical discussions, because I was not in the technical discussions, and I didn't need, and I didn't feel that is the problem. You choose what you choose, you have what you have. You can use the knife as a screwdriver if you need, but you cannot change people in the way you just change systems. So that is actually one of the challenges that I have been working with a long time now for this year. And they say, oh, you need to roll out all the rules for information manager. And I say, okay, where is the buy-in from the top level? But it doesn't matter. We just do it. No, I said, it's not sustainable. I'm working in the Volvo Group. We have 7 different companies in one. Construction equipment, buses, Penta, and so on. And we are working together to make these golden records and everything. So I've been a part of all of that, and I have heard, and I have fought for the people side and how we do things. It ended up in a lot of the other parts, organization, that the rules, data steward, information owners, and so on, they ended up in the digital IT. And the way we choose to do, we'll come back to that, I think, ended up in, now I'm rolling out 250 ownership rules in the company, in all the processes. So
much.
we will not do it in that way that they are chosen in the big Volvo.
Yeah.
So,
interesting. And also, like, just to because you are a woman in a career in the data, so it's interesting. Automotive industry is super male dominated industry, right? So when you talk about people, right, do you feel like that it was also something that was with making the challenge even bigger? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I can say yes directly to Natalia, because that is a problem. Everybody, but you have a plan here, you have the PowerPoint, just do it. No, it's not just do it. As I said, this is not a project, this is a transformation journey, and you need it. And still I'm taking it on in my approach, but the resistance will always be there. So I think it's a challenge every day, but my personality and the way I do it is actually, okay, I don't see challenges, I see opportunities. I see always, how can I convince people that this is something in it for them? And how can I make them be the ambassadors for me? So,
interesting. Yeah. No, it's definitely frustrating. It's a lot of work that you need to put into this, and it's different ways. And I think it's important, even when it comes to our events, right? With diversity is super important, and then you have that in there, and it can be not only about talking about the females and males, right, the balance, but also the cross industry, right, cultural differences. So honestly, this is important. Then you are like getting out of like your box and your bubble, and then you look into the other people, how we actually solve it, right? So it's important to do this, and obviously the strategy needs to be the same in the company. In each company we need to think about it, but you cannot just have the same people that are same with the same thinking, and approaches. So you have different. And by the way, I can see the question from Jane Blackman. And Jane, hold on, there's a good question. I had that. I will get there. We will get. I have it as well. But I would like to concentrate, since we are talking about this. This specific topic, I would like to connect it to your roots in Macedonia.
Northern Macedonia, yes, that's right.
So I know that you are like also like a world person, right? So maybe you can share a little bit as well, but based on this, that you are coming from one country, moved to Sweden, right? And then different cultures. How did it help you to also in your data career?
Sorry, I fall off the internet.
Yeah, I can hear you, I think.
Hello?
But I can, yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, okay.
Yeah, I could hear you. It was just frozen a little bit, the picture, but you heard this. Come again?
Almost there, everything. Well, my roots are from Northern Macedonia, and what have that given me? Actually, something I think that a lot of people that moved from countries might think I was just 1 year, so maybe I'm older here. I've been grown up in the culture that they have brought into my life, and that is, you have to work hard, and You work hard, you need to work hard, and you never give up. And I think that curiosity also to learn new things, they have had it because they come from nothing to learning the language. I was small, of course, but you are impacted, I think, in one way. So I think that it shaped me as a person and made me think about the persons more. I don't know. I was thinking about it now. So I think that that is the personality is built from that.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the different experiences and the different places where we are, and even when it comes to traveling, I always say that I travel not just for the sake of traveling and taking some time off, is to actually learn a bit of a different
Yes.
mentality, culture, different food, everything. And I wouldn't be the person who would go to, I don't know, like to Latvia, which is exactly what I've done
Yeah.
a week ago, and eat all the
Yeah.
time Italian food. No, I will go to the local market and try their food, right? So it's super important
Yes.
to do this, like not being just again closed as a person. So we will get to a question of Jane. So I would like to also encourage the people and thank you for asking questions. We would like to talk about maybe now the sneak peek of your speech at the Data Management Marathon in June. So, and that's a topic of today's interview. So let's discuss a little bit about how you're evolving in the data governance
Yeah.
framework to support the new world of AI and the agents. I think everybody is waiting for this.
Yes, this is really interesting. And I'm still learning. I'm still a novice, but I do understand that we talk about AI governance and what is actually AI governance and how do we evolve the data governance to fit in that. AI governance, everybody thinks it's only about the models and how we govern that. But to be able to come to a full AI governance, and I do know that the ISO standard is coming now in the summer, in September, so we will be audited against it. It's the same process we had for quality and environment. So in Sweden, we have the ISO standard. I think it's not in Sweden. I think ISO standard is everywhere. But AI governance will come now. So the first training will be this in June. So I would take them. But the data governance, how do we evolve that? The difference that makes the difference to fit into the AI world and AI agents is actually that framework for AI governance, covering data governance is you need to have three parts. You have the data management ecosystem. You need also to have a governance model. And the governance model, our trust layer that will make us get everything in place, need to evolve. As you said here, Jane, I think that what you need to do more is putting in all the other parts more and more, making the team working with the governance, deciding is bigger now. You need to put in real-time data. It's data governance has been in the past a lot about master data, the hard data, the slow data. Now we're putting in real-time data. We are making services. That means that we have product-generated data. That is the real-time data. You need to cover it. It's really, really fast data. In my normal business language, I say fast data. And how do we catch that? How do we govern that? Because it's not anymore about business-critical data, master data, the slow data, who is the customer, defining that. So that is the involvement I see a lot. And also security, privacy is coming a lot. We have a lot of attacks on our information. We need to put that in, also in the data governance framework. It's not only the data in the AI world. And when it comes to the AI agent, how do I prepare data governance framework for that? AI agent has even more things we need to have in place. We need to tell the agents. First, you need to have the agents as your mates. When you're hiring a new person at your company, a physical person, you need to take the agent in the same way. You need to train them. You need to give them all the information. And I'm not talking about only the data governance, making the data accurate and trustable and so the agent can be safe and work ethically and everything. That is something you have heard a lot about. And also we need to have this governance model connected to our strategic alignment, of course. So we need to teach our agents, how is our strategy? What is the culture in our company? How should they, because they cannot think. So we need to put everything there. We also need to put the conceptual, the enterprise architecture is also a big part when it comes to data, how we create data and make these bookshelves for the books, as I always say. We need to have that in the digital world. Everything, all of these parts that are connected for the agents to know, because if they don't know how the customer is connected to a relationship, so you have the ontology, you have the taxonomy, you need to have definition, all of that needs to be put inside this framework and how you work with it. We are happy at Volvo Penta because we have been working with information architecture, conceptual level, that is actually taking the business models, making this architecture part, and then deploy it with data. We have been doing that for 13 years, coming from a pain point situation there we had silos data and started, this is not working. We implemented a new system. It was catastrophe. So this started 30 years ago. And these models are actually now one of our top important things to put in. It explains for the agents. And also what I think, we look into the future, how will it evolve? We will have new rules. I think that we will have, we are going from data custodian, safeguard your data, to value stewardship. How do we create value? How do we maximize the data value while managing the risks?
Right.
And that, of course, I'm not finished. I just have started. This is the next step we need to take to make everything work for us. And I think also that our data governance role will be more federated and adaptive governance. We need to have adaptive policies. It depends on the context. You need to have different policies. As I said, the data, we have fast data and we have slow data. Yeah, but you cannot govern them in the same way. Everything is things. We make a model and that is it, the operating model. Also, when it comes to AI, I think we need to have an operating model. Also, where are we aiming? For the moment, I think we are all making use cases. But what is the framework? What is the operating model for the whole, how we operate? AI will help us maybe have data governance automated in some ways. So we need to switch a little bit our thinking about what governance is in the future.
Can you elaborate as well here, Pavel, asking company culture and AI agentic data governance, please?
Yeah, company culture is a part that the AI needs to understand. So that means that HR needs to have a good digital information about the culture. And I think that the culture we need to switch in the people part, when physical people, is we need to open our arms and get our agents into our life, give them roles that are fitted and suited and information, as we do with the people. When we do that, we also, of course, our roles will change. We still needs to have the human in the loop part, because you can never trust everything you read. So,
I mean, it's always the same pictures that we see, right? There's a salmon, do you remember?
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
So that is how I see it when it comes to the culture. And the culture using AI agents, it is resistant for some. For some, they use it even if they cannot trust what is coming out because they have not put all the information in, it will go crazy. And we know that it will happen. And mitigate that risks, you have to do this enterprise, I think, information to put it there.
So Paolo is thanking you for elaborating on it. Fantastic. So absolutely feel free to ask additional questions. We are getting into the topic. Yeah, and actually I do like when the interviews goes like this with people actually asking extra questions to this. So what would you say like the more kind of a common conception in the companies when it comes to AI, you know, right now? What do you think?
I think that when it comes to AI, I think that many people means that you have to have governance, but the governance will slow it down. We need to move forward. We need to do, but what they don't understand, it will not slow down. We need reliable data. We need to be able to have faster experimental, safer deployment, and all of that. And that is governance. For the data, for the governance, for the AI. That is one of the things, I think. And also, but AI will automate everything for us. Good. But you need to guardrails. Automated data is not, or automated work for the AI. It's not building guardrails. If you haven't done the work in the ground, you will get problem.
Right. And I'm totally with you. So it's like now, even if we are getting a little bit out of topic of just for data people, but even in life, if you are living in this AI world and you have to like really parts, right? The people are typically either adapt to this, right? Or we are exactly on the slow motion, you know? So you've got to adapt to, because it's like you said, it's super fast. It will not slow down. So I totally, you know, but at the same time, you shouldn't rely completely on the AI, you know? So I feel like it's everywhere, not just in the data company. I'm totally with you, and I think it's something that we need to. That's why we are human beings, right? So to be honest, like we have to analyze the data, and AI will not do it for us, right? Fully. So we are going to be there. So definitely stop also fearing that you're going to lose a job or something. Just be adaptive and do not take the position of the victim. So I think I'm getting in with a very honest here perception and my opinion, you know, but I'm super straightforward, as you know, Valentina. So
yes, I like that. I love that.
Thank you. So definitely listen to what Valentina says, and also like I take it in your next steps when it comes to your AI strategy. Even if you are not doing it right now, in the future it will probably happen anyway. So it's good to know.
Yes, absolutely.
So we have here somebody who, by the way, sometimes LinkedIn has the privacy. So I do not know who said that you great guest. Absolutely agree. Valentina is absolutely fantastic person. So I would like to know who you are. So if you can just maybe write the name, so we will at least know. And we have a question here from Yasin. So let me see, because it's something. It's better. You can see it, Valentina, right?
Yes. Hello there. How do you see non-tech data governance experts?
Can
Contribute to AI models platform for in the loop. Yes, I'm a non-tech data governance expert. I see myself like that because I'm not tech. And of course, you have so much value. You can contribute with business knowledge, business strategies, models around. Actually, it is so much that is needed today, not only for the agents, everything we are doing, because I think the future for AI is not now. We are learning. The day we are building our business with AI, new business, we will need all this knowledge we already have, because that is the ground. As I said, you need to have the foundation, and that we can contribute a lot in the platform and models, because conceptual models, for example, that we have been working, information models, the way we have been working with them is actually sitting down with the business people, non-tech. They are maybe producing products, but that does mean that we need to understand how they do that, so we can adapt that into the thinking. So yeah, and human in the loop, I think you are the best persons to be the human in the loop, because you know what you're coming from, you know what you want, and this agent should help us, or AI, not even agents, the AI work should help us with that. But the critical thinking is the best, and I think that is what you will have with you.
Yeah. So we have also here like the comment from Jane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Risk management, and that is actually one of the biggest thing I think we need to always put in. I have worked with the information, as I said, information architecture, and that was also always one thing. Okay, where are we aiming? We want to build this X. To do that, what is the impact? What is the risks? How do we make this journey? Because when you make concept, you are thinking this is where we are. North Star is here, but you need to break it down. And as you say, I'm agreeing with you. There are different business risks, and also, of course, human in the loop person, as we talked about before, Jane, is actually one part. I think that role will be needed to be defined, depending on what the risk you have looked into. Somebody looking, okay, my role here is to look at X, Y, Z. And in another part, it will look a little bit different, I think. That is my thinking for the future.
Thank you so much for sharing. Absolutely fantastic. And if you have more questions, ladies and gentlemen, please ask us. So out of a little bit as well, like topic, but even though it is a topic of a data, right? So maybe not AI, but in general, like how do you define the data? You know, like it's like a bonus questions from me.
Yes.
You know, there is like a take, data is a new oil, data is data, and everybody defines it differently. What is your take on it? How would you define data? What is it for you?
Data is our asset. I normally, when I speak about data, I say, today our product is our asset. We're producing products. In the future, the product will be data, because we are producing software, we are producing services. In that, you will not see a physical thing. You will see information running around. And that is what when I roll out all the rules, I say data is an asset and should be governed like an asset, with ownership, business value, and everything. So that is how I don't like this. Yeah, our top at Volvo, he said in the beginning, when digitalization, everything, we were doing quantum leaps and so on. Oh, we will have a data lake and everybody will go there and fish for the data. Yeah, I said, it will be a lot of ugly fishes. But so I don't like to put that words on it. So for me, it's an asset, and we should take care of our assets as a product.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is how I define it.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Also, you have responded even there's a future take, you know, so it's good.
Yes.
So Jane is saying on the previous conversation that we had, so human envelope is a critical as we have ability to apply common sense, and AI has intelligence, but not common sense. Yep.
Exactly. Super right, Jane. I'm totally agreeing.
Yeah, you should meet the Jane is also excellent.
Yes. I feel that we can agree a lot on the same things.
Yeah, so also like talking about the topic of what we have chosen today for the interview is also connected a little bit on the side of a data management marathon that we are planning, right, with Think Linkers in June. So it will be your first time. What would you maybe say to the audience who is watching it, like, why would we need to come to a marathon? What can you share about your presentation? So just maybe share a little bit about it.
I think it's a little bit more about the AI and the future, and deep dive a little bit more in the topics we are discussing here. And what can I share?
Not the full presentation, obviously. Just more.
I
It's
was
more
thinking
about
what I'm sharing there. Yeah, but it is about AI governance and the operating model. About it, I think more. How should it look like? As I said, these three pillars: knowledge architecture. What is knowledge architecture? How do you do it? Maybe you have it today. Maybe you don't have it. A lot of people have not thought about it. First time I thought about it was when I was having a discussion, moderating a discussion about it. I was, wow, that I have not thought about, that is needed. Data management ecosystem, okay, what we are putting in a lot of different data, need to be taken care of in different ways. And the governance models. How should the operating governance model? Because I think the future of AI is when we are adding value to our business. New things we are creating with AI, new things AI helps us to create, not with them, helping us doing new products or whatever.
Wasn't it
Then,
always like even before AI that the data was like exactly for this reason in general? Yeah. So
it was,
yeah.
but we couldn't. The most important thing I think that we always struggle with and still struggle with a lot of our companies are the data quality. We cannot trust. We are not trusting ourselves. How can we trust something that we don't actually is not trustful? Is it okay with 80%? Sometimes it's okay. 80% is enough. You maybe just want a hint. Is it the right decision, right path? Sometimes you need to have 100%. Now, how do we define that? It depends on the use case. It depends on the context. So that is, for example, I'm not rolling out data roles, I'm rolling out information roles because the business are the top person to know what do they want to do, what information do they need. But they maybe don't need what data or whatever it is they need in detail. But that is what we need to help. So it is a little bit about that things. I think that three pillars I talk about, there are, you can say 4 pillars or you can say 3 pillars, but this part needs to be in an operating model, and you have to have a data operating model working with the AI operating model together in a good way.
Yeah.
It's not a separate thing. The AI think that let us make the AI and the agents will make the data governance. Okay, that is interesting. I've heard that too. That will not work, I think. So I think we have a lot of misunderstanding what is needed in the scope.
Yeah.
So maybe therefore you should listen to me, because I am speaking from my heart and speaking from the business perspective. I have not been in the data world, IT, digitalization for more than 5 years, but of course I have used data and IT before. And how we change people to actually be the human in the loop, to be the persons we can use in this work, because everybody need to be a data and AI worker. Otherwise, we will not succeed.
I absolutely love your whole conversation. It's good that you didn't share the whole 20 minutes presentation today, but still it's absolutely fantastic to like a kind of a sneak peek that we will be hearing from you in June. I will put afterwards the link where you can learn about a data management marathon. But to be honest, in my featured post on LinkedIn, you can see it as well, the agenda. You can read a bit more. There is a link as well, and absolutely welcome to join us. And this is a perfect time, by the way, to register, to be honest. it's also a great opportunity for you, no matter like where if you're mature, non-mature, like it's a, like I said, it's a really good mix of
Yes.
people that are coming together, global event, that the people that are really like Valentina will be sharing their success and the failure stories, right? So
Yes.
absolutely practical, which is, I think, nowadays it's difficult to find, I have to say. Yeah. So we have more questions by way. So I would like to take Linia from by way. I do not know. It's interesting name, right? Linia. Where are you coming from? I want to know. A statement I have heard several times in that people working with data need to get in the know of AI now. Otherwise, we will not be able to catch up. I don't think that is the case. But do you have a take on that?
No, of AI. I think that we learn every day about AI. We use the AI in helping us be more efficient, and I think that I am actually learning every day. As I say, you may think that I know a lot, but talking to other people
Yeah.
makes me learn even more and more.
Yeah.
And I have not produced an agent myself, but I will do that. But now I will put all of this effort before I do it, just to see if I'm right. So I will use the agents as
Yes.
showing me if I'm right in doing the operating model in this way. Otherwise, I need to change. So you learn by doing. I think that is the best way. That is how I learn my people in the organization also. So yeah, you will be able to catch up, Linnea. I think be curious and learn whatever you can. Talk to the AI team. Okay, what are you having? How can we connect? And maybe evolve the data governance manager role, as I am thinking, into data and AI governance management role, because it is a part of the AI
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we have,
building of AI. So
yeah.
that
So
is my take on it. That you will able to catch up.
yeah, well,
Even
every time I have interviews, there are different opinions, type of questions, and everything in the comments, and I think it's a wonderful again coming back. But that is why we are human beings. That is why we do not say sounds great. I agree with you, like ChatGPT does it to you, right? So, so use that. It is fantastic. It's exactly where we are, like getting the truth, right? So by arguing, with each other in a way, So here we go. We have somebody like argue. A human needs to be at the steering wheel. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, the human needs to be at the steering wheel or human in the loop. What does that mean? I think
Mm,
it depends on what you have around the operating model, for example. Can you let the agent be doing some of the work? But of course, what do you mean with steering wheel? It depends on how you set up your agent. That is my take on it.
mm-hmm.
But we
Fantastic.
need human in the loop. Yes. But I'm curious to see, do I need to steer or should 100% or what can I let them do?
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust my work, my preparation work for the
Mm-hmm.
agent to work? We will see.
We will see. We will take another
Yeah.
question as well. Katerzyna
Yeah.
Kowachua, I hope that I pronounced it well. I'm trying my best. Bridging tech and business is quite a hard part of a data governance. How do you build that connection in Volvo? And how do you drive real data ownership accountability on the business side?
Good questions, Katarina. The connection between the business and digital IT or tech is a little bit tricky. It's always tricky to work in between. You are in the gray zone. You're not. The best way is when you're not visible. Everything is happening anyhow. The system is built in the IT, but the business is taking responsibility. You're putting effort in the background, in the back office. I always say, I'm steering from the back office side. I learned them what to do. So it's a little bit train the trainer. And the connection, I can say, just to give you, how did we build the connection? When the rubber hits the ground, if you find a situation where here is really, really engagement because we have a big, huge problem. That is how it started at Volvo Penta. Then engage the business people from the beginning. They are sitting with all our information models, the workshops. That was my entry to this area. Sitting in these workshops, deciding together with Digital Variety how we should build the bookshelves, because we wanted to have something for the books, the products. And how should we put the products, the books inside? All this work, if you do it with the business, they are prepared. And I always say like this, if they are prepared, they know knowledge feeds feeds the feeling of wanting to own it. If I've given birth to a child, I want to have this child. But if I have another child, well, what is it? Is he nice? Is he good? Is it? I have a lot of questions. That is the same thing. When you have done something together with the business, they know, they understand it. And if you go then and say, okay, do you think you can be the owner for this data? Yes, of course, because I understand it. You don't start from zero. So that is how I've overbridged. And that is the non-invasive way. It has been like that. But I feel that now it's faster. I don't have time to get everybody on board in that way. So what I did with the process and information rollout is actually going from the top. We have 3 huge processes. So I have actually in the steering, I have put our senior vice presidents for the 3 areas. They are sitting in the top management. They are information owner, but their role as an information owner is a little bit different than what we in the data field think they should be, because their information role on that domain level, or you call it what you want on the top, I want them to be ambassadors, want them to think about the business strategy and convert it into data strategy. What do they need for data in their process, huge process? And also set an organization. I will not point out, you need to have that and that. You need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. How can we do it in the best way? We will not get more resources. I think that is a problem. No one gets more resources now. How can we change people? And I think, and the Think Linker said something like, I don't put rules as a hat on people. I transform them into the rule. That is actually the way I do, because you introduce them, you train them, and success, step by step, they will learn. That is the way I have. And also in that case, the pace will also give them time to adapt, because it is a new way. It is a new way of working, thinking, and everything. So that is the way I do it.
Thank you so much. I think it's absolutely fantastic answer that Katerina could get, and definitely summarized it very well. And I feel like we are getting a bit, to final questions as well. So if you were waiting the whole time to ask questions, this is your last call to ask questions. So we take another one from Yasin. What learning subjects would you recommend for upcoming data experts considering the future AI path? So we can maybe summarize one more time.
Yeah, I think that we need to understand the different parts. I think a little bit that we said earlier. What I think data experts need to understand is that the data management ecosystem need to be a little bit deeper, and also handle real-time data, and real-time, because we will need to have real-time reasoning. Even if you don't have agent, you ask your AI, can you help me with this? So we need to have that information fast and quick. That is something we need to add on in the data part. And also when we talk about the knowledge architecture, it's not only the enterprise architecture, the layout is one thing. You have knowledge architecture is how is customer related to each other? How is it customer related to the product? And all this information, business information, architecture part, the concepts and so on. Business language, culture. How is the culture here? Do we have some rules and regulation for an HR? For example, we have 4 jobs. Develop yourself, all of this needs to be there. Otherwise, they don't understand. They can get in a question that if they don't find the right answer, they will come with an answer, the AI agent, that will be out of the loop. So that is how we keep them in the loop, analyzing the answers. So yes, understand the knowledge architecture is one part, and the governance model, maybe introducing data ops and AI ops, how that should work together. For the moment, I don't have time to go into deeper on that, but that is also something. Don't think that data governance join the AI governance, because it will be a foundation that is needed. And the future is AI, more or less.
More or less.
More or less. I hope so. Until next time, something new.
Yes, exactly. That's the point, right? So also personal question before somebody is going to also ask some more things. You've been in the data, again, I will repeat, 30 years, and it's a lot of demand in the roles. Plus, you are also a mother, and obviously, I suppose you're also a career-driven person. How do you actually? What's your kind of a strategy to balance it all?
Well, I don't know if I had a formal strategy, but something that drives me a lot is showing my children. I have 2 daughters. They are also really driven. Show them how I want them to be. I don't talk the talk, I walk the talk. So that is actually the strategy, showing that you can be a mom and you can have work-life balance. You can work hard when it's needed. And as long as you are open, transparent, and tell them, now I need to do this. And we are 2. I have a husband that is really supportive, so that he is a part of my strategy.
Exactly. You got your answer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is actually, and when it's my time, when the children were small, that was one of the strategy. He took 2 years educating even more, and training and so on. And then I took full responsibility, more or less. Then it was my time. I took my part. So that is one thing you can do. But I think balancing it is really important, because as a lot of us, I have been there in the wall. I have got hurt and learned from it. And that I want to share, that I think that is also something you learn and you build upon. I will not be there again, because I have work-life balance now.
This is good. I understand this is difficult for many people, to be honest, to find that balance. Or some people even don't realize they do not have that balance, So I would like to, and it's amazing. Thank you for sharing also something personal, and I really like it. And it's the intro. It's not just about who you are in the data space, but also who you are beside that, right? And I would like to say that what you said about that your husband, in a way, was a kind of your strategy. I have a feeling that it would be a great analogy also, that you have changed the roles, right, over the years.
Yes.
Exactly. So you adapted, and I assume you are happy and everything, right? So the reason that you have changed that, it wasn't just one single way of living, right? And the relationship. And I have a feeling that this data should be the same relationship. You have to adapt, and the roles change. So you cannot just take it on only in one way, or looking at the things.
No, and I think don't wait somebody to tell you that you need to evolve or adapt.
Okay, so I cannot hear Valentina. We lost you for a second.
Hello, now we're back.
Yes,
don't wait for somebody to tell you that you need to adapt or we need to think about this. Take the steering in it. That is how I do it. I suggest, okay, but I'm a governance manager now, but I think I need to be AI and data governance manager because that will come. I don't need to have the model part, that is the AI team with the use cases, but other parts needs to be in the governance. For example, so I think you can invent new rules that fits also to make this evolvement happen.
Right. Yeah, it's good.
I think we women are like that, and I don't talk so often about women or men, but in this situation, I think we are waiting for somebody to recognize us, to see that we should take the next step. Next step can be actually suggestion to say that, okay, I take this too, because this will evolve and give me the knowledge, and be curious.
I think in general, I totally with you on this, since we are getting into this topic, and I'm a woman as well, that the women need more the feeling of being recognized, while the man is just by default.
They do. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
they recognize themselves, and I think that is what we need to start doing more. I know what I am, and be more transparent, as I said. Sharing a bit of yourself is actually one thing you can do to be transparent. Everything is not gold. Sometimes it's hard days too.
Yeah. And that's what we do here, right? So I'm bringing the voices, female voices specifically, into these interviews, exactly because sometimes some people just need a little bit of a push, and I suppose I'm the person who needs to push people all the time. So I think I do well. Apparently, you can tell.
You're doing really well, Natalia. I think you have started this. I know the spring last year we talked about it, and now you're up and running and doing it, and you are a role model.
Oh, thank you so much. I am doing my best, and I just honestly hope, transparently speaking, that this will help to the people that are watching us, to not just females and males. And this initiative was not about, like I already said, the feministic approach or anything. It's just about like balance in the world, So that's good, a balance in the data. And it's nice to hear the honest stories of our guests and our clients from Think Linkers. And so it's something beyond what we do at our conferences, so this is something good. I would like to ask you, who is still watching us, and let me know, by the way, who you want to see the next time. I have already an idea who could be potentially next month to come to the interview. But at the same time, it's good to know also, like, maybe you have some suggestions, some women that you would like to see here online, and I will be happy to, of course, contact them. So and I think in general it was a really rich interview. Honestly, I've been thinking how to finalize this interview. We've been talking about AI and the future of data, and maybe if we stick to this topic of the interview, beyond what we have discussed, probably the best to describe that you, like you said, that the future of data is not just now, it's also future, right? So it's a process. And I think the best way, like you said, is also like to adapt and be ready for this, right? So definitely not only tech things that will help you, is also soft skills, right?
Yes,
for sure. So we do think about that as well, and I hope that you took something out of this interview. And we are absolutely happy here with Valentina to be here and share knowledge. And again, thank you so much for being here, Valentina. And I'm absolutely looking forward to have you at our data management marathon in June, hear a bit more of it, and obviously also stay in touch. Hopefully I will get to Sweden at some point.
Yes, I'm waiting for you.
Yes, it's still one more country that I need to see.
And thank you for having me here. It's been fantastic. I think the question was really good. And I want to say thank you and thank you and thank you to all of that have listened.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you as well, the audience, that really you've done that interview, and you shaped it in a way that it was very useful and practical, like we like to do. So until the next time, and again, have a lovely Thursday. And we will see you online on LinkedIn, and definitely, Valentina, also do comment so that people can connect with
Yes.
you. So yeah,
Absolutely.
again, so thank you so much, everybody, and yeah, have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.